Last time on Surviving Maine, the tribe swap left Becky alone on a Skidder tribe full of old Lombards. Surviving 2 immunity challenges and feeling betrayed by her old tribe mates, Becky started forming new alliances.
People are really nice on this tribe. I like them a lot more.
Maybe she's looking to switch with us.
On the new Lombard tribe, former Skidders teamed up with Lombard outsider Tony to vote off Sarah. Forrest pointed out that Cameron's decisions set Sarah up for failure.
When Cameron loaded his team up with all the blue, it cut the throat of the other 2 teams. If he would have stopped at 3 of his blue team, one of the other teams would have had 3 players as well from that old team.
Meanwhile, Jess pulled off another blindside on the Bateau tribe when she found a hidden immunity idol at Tribal Council, sending John home. 11 players remain.
So Tribal was pretty crazy. John and I went in with a plan to get rid of Jess after John had voted. John and Jess had voted. Jess just got lucky and happened to locate an immunity idol before I went and voted, and I had no choice but to put John's name down.
Me and Justin had talked about something, so if anything would have happened and I could have got him to vote at all, it would have been John. But looks like it would have been a tie anyway, because he was going to do John to try to change it anyway.
She had told me that she was going to vote for John. I didn't believe her. I said, if she has the idol, it's going to be me. I thought it was going to be me last night. For some reason, she keeps keeping me around.
I just happened to look back, because I probably was there for both of the tribal councils.
She just got lucky and continues to get lucky and scrape through the game.
I kind of thought I didn't have to play it, but I really wasn't going to risk the chance, so I'm happy I played it. Now I got 2 idols in a row, and that's probably not happening again for real this time.
The last vote was probably the hardest to vote.
Sarah is a really strong player, and she's a really social player, so her connection with the original Lombard team is really strong.
I had to make me look solid, so I voted for Sarah.
I do like that Tony guy a lot, actually. I wonder if he talks a lot in these. He doesn't talk much at all, but he's starting to be more talkative and open the fewer and fewer people are around. And hopefully he'll stick with our team.
My plan going further in this game after Sarah got the boot is praying that the merge is next. I really need the merge to happen because right now I'm in minority 3-1, and that's not going to be the best situation for me.
I think that Tony will actually be loyal in response to this because he didn't actually have a connection to his last tribe.
So my plan going forward, Forrest and Emily and I have created that bond just since being on the new Lombard tribe. We're in a three-way alliance when we come into a merge. I would choose to work with those two over anyone else, just because I've had the most time recently since, in my opinion, the game got real, to have those conversations. And right now, they're the people I can trust. I've been with Forrest the whole way through. Great guy. Emily, we didn't have that bond right away on night one, but day two, I started to see her as a competitor that could actually go far and help me get far. And I think that's what I want at the end. Ultimately, at some point, you're going to have to vote out one of your own skidders. And right now, I'm already trying to think about that final three, and I want Emily there, and I want Forrest there, and I think they're good with that too. So,
Right now, if I could, I would go back and work with Becky. However, because I have no idea what's going on and what she's had to do.
It's upside down. I gotta pull it up. There you go. Yeah, baby.
Since I don't know any of that, I think Toby. Plus, he's got an idol.
I am in possession of that skidder community idol that we have there. My plan is to use it for one of those three. If it were in a situation where another skidder needed it, that's where I'm going to have to make that tough choice and either throw someone under the bus and not give it to him, or hope and pray that giving it to him works. So I'm not sure yet. But I would like to use it for myself or Forrest or Emily. I think Forrest and I are threats in this game because of our ability to do well in competitions.
Almost every single challenge, there's been something that I'm like, oh, well, I did this job, and this happened, and that's why I think that I should do this aspect of the challenge. And people are like, man, is there anything you haven't done? I'm actually not so concerned about whether or not I win. If I'm destined to win, then I will. But I just want to do as well as I can, and I really want to try and help a few of these people along their path, and see them do as well as they can. And if one of the people that I care about and I consider friends, if they end up winning this, I'll be just as happy for them as I would be if I won. You know, you got to have a strong mental fortitude in this type of game, and that's what's carried me through my entire life. I've dealt with trials and tribulations that boggle the mind for most people. They've never had to experience such heartache and hard times, so that they don't understand it. I've gone through those different things, and I've come to learn that you need to have your mindset straight. So the people that, they're complaining, they're griping, oh, I gotta sleep on the ground, oh, it's cold, oh, this, oh, we're underneath the stars. Those people aren't the ones that are geared right for this game. Me, I love nature. Yeah, sleeping on the ground, love it. Looking up at the stars, I love that. I'm enjoying this game. I'm in my glory. But my name is Forrest, and I'm at home.
I think Brandon is my tight, confidant. I think I have a really good bond with Becca, and Becca was close with a few other people. She was close with Patrick, but Patrick's no longer here. I think I can kind of become her de facto number one.
Cameron and I haven't had any specific conversations really beyond where we're at in our group, so I don't have that person that I solid to the end.
I think my original plan coming into this, which was to build those social bonds, is coming to fruition. I just really think that the next imperative is making sure we hit the merge with at least one number advantage. And then we really just need to run them out of here.
The plan was, as we got split up, as soon as we get into the merge, that the Skidder tribe would come back together and be strong, because we have the numbers. Or, yeah, we would have the numbers. But now, I don't know.
So if we do get to that final 7, I think I have Tony's vote in my pocket, I think I have Becca's vote in my pocket, and I think I have Jess's vote in my pocket. So that's 4 votes, although they're not going to come together. So that's 4 out of the 7, I think, right there. And I think Brandon might want to come with us. I think everyone's already been a little bit wary of Jazzy kind of running the show a little bit on Lombard, so I think she might be an easy out early.
This is when you start looking at long game, and I don't know if anybody wants to take me to the end or not. I don't think I'm a physical threat in challenges, but I think I'm a social threat.
I'll see if there are any lines that I could, lifelines from the Lombard tribe that I could sneak into, if there's any cracks in that tribe.
I'm getting paranoid. It's getting really close to the end, and I just don't have that solid connection that I feel comfortable with. I kind of feel like I'm in the middle, which isn't a terrible spot. My weakness that I kind of knew it would be anyways is just really making those tough choices, having those conversations, and I don't know why I'm having such a hard time just saying to somebody, I'll take you, you and me. I don't know. It's a hard thing to do, so I'm just kind of going with the flow, and that needs to change. Particularly with our tribe broken up the way it is. Everyone, like I said, was talking about blue strong, but I just don't feel that's the case. I'm really having a hard time reading Jazzy. It's so hard because I want to like her and she's very likable, but at the same time I feel like she's being kind of passive aggressive with things.
Our alliance changed so many times. There's been some pretty crazy tribals, like the tribal with Nick. Nick and Jess were the only ones that voted for Patrick, and everybody else voted for Nick. So Jess is kind of an outlier, so she could easily flip to red, so I'm kind of cautious about her. I think that being in the military together, her and Justin, is a bond. So yeah, that could come into play.
Toby's pretty trustworthy, but I told him that I wanted to bluff an idol today at tribal, and he said, oh yeah, and he never did. Granted, we didn't have a lot of time, but I think that he's thinking about that core 3 that he's got over there right now, because that's who he's talking to.
Well, it's getting small enough that he needs to.
We gotta sell Forrest. Get ready. Forrest is gonna get the jury. Get rid of Forrest. That's good for both of us.
Yeah.
Because I can get a little bit of favor with the blue, and it gets rid of somebody that's a really big threat. And I think that would also break up Toby's little alliance of 3 there, and then we fit into it.
I could probably really talk to the blue because they're gonna want. I can talk to the blue at least. They can get it in with Toby.
Yeah. You just tell him pretty much that I'm helping. My tribe's turned on me, whatever else, because I had 3-1 and it didn't manage to get
tell
the
him
blueprint.
that. Honestly, right now he's pretty targeted, so it'd be better for an alliance, and he would tell me that.
They're gonna say challenges, though. They're gonna say, well, what if he wants me to do the same thing?
I don't. I'm it's probably not likely. I'll say you're bad at math.
Just say he's beat up, he can't even get out of bed. He's
groggy.
He wanted to go home.
I don't know if they'll believe that, but I'll definitely tell them you're bad at math.
Yeah, I am bad at math, especially mathematics squares.
Yeah, apparently me too. I was like, I'll pass this to you. Yeah, no. If we can get Forrest out first, at least break up yours.
Mm-hmm.
Get it off both of us at first.
Yeah.
And then I guess reevaluate based off that
We
immunity.
gotta time it up.
Yeah, because right now, me and you are not going to be a favorite. They're going to be happy that I made it because they want my vote, but they're not really going to be that happy I made it.
Right. Just remember that they want your vote for them.
Yeah, I know. Might be the same for you now, though. With Toby.
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm not trusting them like I did before, especially after he didn't give me the immunity. Especially because they're going to put a target on him because he's starting to get late game now, too.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go up against me.
Okay. You got your whittle stick.
Yeah, it's really good.
It can be our good luck time.
Okay, I'm fine. I was not like the black fly that I ate yesterday.
Skitter tribe is getting their first look at the new Basso tribe.
Yay!
John voted out at the last tribal council.
somehow Jess survived again. She told us that she found an idol literally at Tribal Council while they were voting, and she was able to idol out John. So I don't know how she got so lucky and she's like an idol queen.
Skitter and Battelle were getting their first look at the new Lombard tribe. Sarah voted out at their last tribal. Skitter, I noticed that you guys had quite a reaction coming in and seeing the new Bateau tribe. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, that's the two times in a row.
Yeah, that is some good luck.
Lives
That's
again.
for sure, yeah. She's hanging on strong, that's awesome.
I echo that. Seeing John gone, we were talking about that at camp. We thought it'd be a miracle if she was still here.
I kind of called that.
What's that?
I said I called that. I don't trust lawyers.
All right. Everybody drop your butts.
Oh, yes.
You are now merged. Go ahead and talk to each other like you're a real tribe. Oh, I forgot to take it back.
I really liked Sarah. I'm definitely sad that Sarah left. She totally deserved to make merge, so I was so hoping that she would.
Nice to meet you. Hi again, Tony.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Welcome to the team again.
Hey, Forrest. I feel like I know you.
Cameron. I remember you. All right.
That guy on my
So you played one last night?
I played one last night, and then I found one in
Nice to meet
We
you.
couldn't have that much, context. I mean, don't. I know. Well, you didn't remember yesterday, so I just wanted to do it.
I'm tired now.
Oh my goodness.
All right. For your first individual immunity challenge, you're going to be holding a platform and balancing a ball on it. After a certain period of time, we will add a second ball and a third ball and continue going on. If the ball drops, you're out of the challenge. Okay? Great. So let's go down here and make a line right against the woods. Survivors ready for individual immunity? Go. Rebecca out of the first individual immunity challenge. Brandon's looking pretty shaky over there. Tony's doing a lot of rolling over there. Brandon with a lot of movement, and he's looking pretty worried. Can he get it back? Toby with some movement. Becky's looking pretty comfortable over there. She's got her hand in her pocket, nice and relaxed. Tony, again with more movement. Rolling from corner to corner. Brandon is still shaky and rolling around, but he's up. Brandon out of this challenge. Forrest again moving around. Jasmine with a sudden burst of movement. Emily looks super comfortable.
Definitely have a tick crawling up my hand back there.
And yet you still look comfortable. Just gonna go for it. Oh. We're going to stop and add another ball. Don't touch your ball until I count down. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can grab your ball. You are not going to be allowed to switch on. Hands off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forrest, you're out of the challenge. You held on after I counted. Tony's having some trouble, but he managed to get them back together. And Jasmine drops. Justin and Tony both drop. Cameron's looking like he's in danger. Jessica drops. Emily and Becky still looking really comfortable. Did you drop? Yes. Emily is out of this challenge. Tony drops. No, sorry, Toby drops. Cameron with some movement.
Becky and Kim? All right, Skinner.
Kill it, Becky.
Nice. She's like a statue.
She's too confident.
All right, I'm gonna count you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and grab them.
Good job.
I got one.
Sorry.
It's all about the lose right there.
Good job, Kim. Here we go, Becky.
I'll last it.
You look like a statue.
All right, remember, as soon as I get to the end of the countdown, take off your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Becky with some instant movement. And Cam wins individual immunity.
Good job, Cameron. Yeah.
All right, come on over, Cameron.
Good job, Cam. Nice job.
Cam. Oh, you're gonna do it for me?
Yeah, that's my job, right?
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Cameron will be immune at the next tribal council.
That looks good on you.
All right, you guys can go ahead and we're gonna have a merge feast set up for you right over here.
Yes.
With, complete with hot dogs, sticks to cook them over the fire with, relish, ketchup, mustard, that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Beer,
Mustard.
chips,
Beer.
and also your new buffs will be over there and your new flag. You do, during your merge feast, you're gonna come up with your tribe name and decorate your flag as well. So that supplies is over there. So be thinking about that. What did you say?
Karen.
Please don't name it Karen, please.
So I made it to the merge, and I got this beautiful thing around my neck. I kind of already regret it. I think I should have dropped out of that challenge earlier. It was a really fun challenge. It's one of those ones I've seen on the show so many times I've wanted to try out in real life, so I couldn't help but try my hardest. And then the voice in the back of my head was, don't win immunity, don't become a threat, don't win immunity, don't seem a challenge threat. Then I went ahead and stupidly won it anyways, and now I'm sitting there at the merge feast with this huge beaming target around my neck right now. We got to the feast, which was amazing. I haven't eaten real food in a while. I'm super excited to have this merge. The food was amazing. The whole morning I was talking about something salty and something with protein, and so a hot dog was perfect.
You're so nice, thank you. Who hasn't got theirs, actually? I think they'll have that for me.
I gave my chips up to Becky because I know she's vegetarian, so I knew she wasn't going to eat the hot dog, so I was more than happy to give my chips up so she could have a little bit extra. I told Jazzy and Jess to look through all this stuff, for an idol before we, got to everything. So they went straight in, and I didn't have to do it, so it didn't point me out as a threat for doing it.
Pissed at myself. Just when we went in to eat the hot dogs, it's like so obvious there was going to be an idol inside with the buffs. I went right for him. I was the first one there.
These are buffs. Hate correcting.
Oh, that was smart. No elbowing.
Thought I dug through, didn't feel anything, took my buff and walked away. And then like 10 minutes later, Jess grabbed it. Of all people. Freaking Jess. Grabbed the idol. When I saw Jess grabbing the idol, I tapped Brandon on the leg, and so Brandon saw that she grabbed the idol. I don't think she's told anybody, and I also told Cameron.
I was just actually genuinely passing them out, and I felt one that was heavier than the rest, so I waited to the end to grab mine.
So Jess now has her third idol of the game.
I know Jazzy knows, and Jazzy was basically telling Becca and Cameron, so.
I personally want to get Jess out, but I kind of want her on my side of the numbers right now, but I don't know if I can trust her. Every time I see her talking to somebody else, I'm like, oh, they're trying to scare me so I don't play my idol, and then they send me home. So I really don't know if I'm going to play my idol or not tonight.
Jess feels like there's a target on her back because Tom's still around. They're wondering why the heck didn't she get rid of him? Jess had a target on her back because she's found 2 idols. Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Made her overpower.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I saw you. Yeah. You were literally an idol queen.
How the fuck did nobody find an idol in there? I think the people listed.
Maybe there's something.
So I'm a little bit worried that there's a target on me now from my team already. So I guess I hope I really figure out what's going on in this tribal council so I don't waste another idol.
No, because if anyone found one in there, it's going to be Aaron/Jess.
Yeah, she's a freaking idol machine. She has an idol. She's like...
Magnet.
Yeah.
That might have a target on me for having it, or it might keep me around the blue team longer so we could use it.
The cap I'll throw in here.
Okay.
The point I wanted to make it to is the merge, and now I'm like, okay, placement doesn't matter. I'm gonna... no swearing. Placement doesn't matter. I'm gonna play balls to the wall because I didn't come here to just sit back and relax and play 6 tribes strong. That's boring.
I'm hoping that everyone's going to still do Lombard strong. I know Tony's back in, and I'm 100% sure Jess is back in after getting votes 2 tribals in a row. So I think in terms of the swap, we got 2 loyal people back, and I think Becky's been pretty tight with us. I'm happy to keep her in the loop with us.
Cameron also seems like he feels pretty safe right now, and is just whatever-ing because he got the immunity idol. I need to talk to him because I need to see if he actually wants blue strong or if he wants to make a move.
I think I need to rely on Jess and Brandon to make a move against Jasmine at some point. So I think we might need to do that move a little earlier than anticipated because of her idol, because everyone knows she has the idol. So we can't just wait until we're down to blues only. We need to do that a little earlier.
After we split into different tribes and I wasn't able to be around them, I feel like the groups that were together got to be real close that night while I got hunted down. So I think a lot of them have a solid group with the groups that they were in, which might include the red that they took in type of thing.
After the feast was over, I talked to Becky because I really liked Becky on our swap tribe. Now that we're merged, there are so many options. So I talked to Becky and I was like, I like you and I really want to work with you. And I also told her that from the 5 minutes I've known Emily, I really want to try to work with Emily.
Would you want to make you, me, and Emily a final 3 if she's in?
Yeah.
If she's up for it?
100%.
Okay. 3 is not going to get us to the end, so we need to figure out who
We
else
would
we
need
want to
more.
bring.
I just feel like it might be tribe against tribe for like 2 votes maybe, and then it's
As
gonna
long as
be
us
a
two
shit
don't
show,
come up
right?
in those couple of votes,
Yeah.
then it should be okay.
But I think it'll be a shit show after that.
Okay.
So
And you'll let me know if you hear my name.
yeah, and I'm gonna make sure it's not you or Emily.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll do the same for you.
Justin thinks it's him, and obviously their tribe knows we don't like Forrest. So, like, I think it's a safe bet to go for Toby. I also told Becky that I was going to make sure it wasn't her. And she said she would do the same for me. So I'm hoping she holds up her end of the bargain, because I'm definitely holding up my end of the bargain. They actually brought up Emily's name as the vote, and I was like, no, we shouldn't do Emily. So I'm trying my best to save Becky and Emily.
Is there anyone else in your tribe that you feel really close with that you want to work with?
I really like Jess, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
But
like,
it's also kind of sketchy
that,
what's been going on.
that she hasn't gone home yet.
Yeah, that she found 2 idols.
Right.
Both right before she
Right.
got voted out.
So I don't know. It's really weird. Like, I would say her, because I feel like, plus if she's close with Justin, then. So I suggested a final 5 of us, Justin, and Jess. I haven't brought it up to Jess. I'm going to do that right now, actually. But I think it's a solid, like, plan, because I don't think tribes are going to be, I don't think the votes are going to be blue versus red for a long time. I think it's going to be, like, a couple votes maybe, and then it's going to be just craziness. So I'm planning to stick with blue for the time being, but I'm already setting up my plans for the future because I want to beat the rest of them to it.
Like, what did Becky sound like? Do you think she's with us or
No,
not?
absolutely not.
You don't?
No.
But she's saying she is?
She didn't say that. No.
Because she said she was with us earlier.
Right.
So she's now saying she's
not.
Okay. So we just need to count her out.
Right,
So they're basically saying it's between me and you.
Me and you. Yes, definitely.
Unless that's also fake.
No, because
Right.
yeah, that's the thing. They know you have an idol. I'm really perplexed because first of all, I'm very naive and gullible, and the blue tribe was really nice to me last night. But I think Brandon has pulled me aside alone a couple times and has always wanted to work with me. And like having us 3 be the final. Like I brought up final 3, you, me, and him. He was on board for that. And he thought about Jess as like the 4th, and then Justin as a 5th, because Justin and Jess have gotten close. So I'm fine with that as long as we get Justin out, because I don't want to go to the end with Justin. Because he's a very, very physical threat.
You're good with this, right? Okay. I didn't know if your time away altered anything.
No.
Yeah. No, I think
Is the assessment that Jasmine's kind of
she's
show?
She definitely has. She said she's like saying a little too vocally that she has the idol, and I don't know if so. Like we assume that she does.
Becky tried to tell us last night when she was on our Skitter tribe that she would kind of flip. I don't believe it. There's been a lot of talk.
So here's my question. Who are they going to vote for? Me. Okay. So do we give him the idol in case Alex or in case Tony doesn't flip
No, they're not going to do that. They're going to do the same thing that Brandon are doing. They're going for your...
I'm gonna go back to the little. Okay.
Justin does not want to go straight for Jasmine. No, I'm not even sure he's the leader of that group.
Honestly, I think Cameron is he's very charming.
Is what I keep saying. Who are they going for? I mean, who do they want to take out? Toby just fucking idol. Can you fucking believe it?
Toby also told Brandon that he didn't want to work with Justin. Like when before we merged or whatever.
No, nobody does because everyone thinks he's going to win.
Yeah.
What is his name?
We need the numbers.
Am I intruding?
No, you're good.
We need your vote.
we need to get numbers back so we can start picking them off. And if Tony doesn't flip, then we can't get those numbers back. I know. They're voting for him. We know they are.
That is
did.
do that.
Oh my god. What? Brandon is one person who said he wanted to work with me. All the blue team. I gotta talk to them. I was with 4 other members of the blue team. They kind of like roped me in, so like I like them a lot, but I don't know if I can go with them right now because we have an idol, and I believe that they're gonna vote for Justin, and Justin's gonna play his idol, so the red's gonna have the numbers, and I would like to be on the side that has the numbers. So like that's if that goes that way.
I like Becky a lot. She's great. She's super sweet. But she's really like bonded with Emily. But I have not gotten any good vibes from Emily out here. Like, no, we haven't really made any connections, like eye contact, smiles, or anything. And when I like just try to like chat her up a little bit, I didn't feel like she was really receptive to that. I really think that we're gonna have to make a change sooner or later because I don't feel like I'm at the top. I don't know how you feel.
I don't feel like
I'm like right.
I don't feel like I know I'm on the bottom of blue. You know.
No, that's how I feel too. So I mean, we both are, right?
I could get a possible alliance with me, Forrest, Toby, and Emily. It'd be risky because I don't know how the other red people fall, but it's like I want to work with them, but I don't know. It's a tricky game.
Tony was left out of the vote on the Sarah vote, so they didn't include him in. So I don't think he's going to want to work with them when he knows that he's had a good bond with us the whole time.
I'm going by who's talking to me the most, who's approaching me the most, and basing my vote off of that.
It didn't seem like anyone tried to pull Tony in. It just seemed like they had 3-2 and they went with 3-2. So I'm not super worried about that.
From a bystander looking at it, it's so 11, 6 and 5 in favor of the old Lombard tribe. But I have made a connection with Tony. Tony voted with us in our last, us being the 3 skidders, Forrest and Emily, voted with us to get Sarah out last time. And I think have flipped Tony to our side to give us that 7-6 advantage. I don't think he was happy on the tribe he was on, and I think he likes the new faces, so that's what I'm going with. I told him who we're voting for.
She's not gonna come with me, Mom. Go with Dawn. I just feel like... Okay. Until tomorrow. Go with Dawn. Am I putting her in the car? What am I doing? Huh? Am I putting her in the car? Okay.
Yeah, make sure
I've already had concerns.
We're pretty sure that Rebecca will not play an idol tonight, right? As long as nobody goes to Jazzy and says they're like, okay. So maybe we keep it as hush as possible. We got us 4, Forrest. All I gotta do is get one of them marked.
Nobody found an idol tonight, which I feel like just is not what?
Even just now, like in the
yeah. So there's
We don't want too many idols around. I've already had so many.
Are the idols that we had previously still in the
Yes.
Okay. So more than one person could potentially
they could
play an idol.
Yeah.
If just by 2, there's gotta be 2 more.
That's why we maybe go after one of her supports. Yes. So maybe flush her idol out if she thinks she's going to give it. She's not going to give it to anybody else. She's selfish.
Tony goes back to the tribe. He says no, they're voting Rebecca, like, and Jasmine just
You're going to get that vibe. If you get the vibe that he's with them, switching I don't Jazzy. It's going to make me think we're voting for Rebecca. Because you got to tell Tony who we're trying to go over to. If he goes and tells.
If I'm gonna talk to him, it's one-on-one because he does not do well.
I don't see what Toby's doing with the first vote. He's telling me Becca. That makes no sense. Why would you want to go after like Jasmine or something?
Because they think that Jasmine has an idol.
There's just 2 left. I just want to get the tribal.
So
I just feel like Jasmine's too comfortable, even if she does, but...
Yeah, nobody ever finds out about that.
Jess had some extra intel because they really thought she was going home the other night, so they kind of said everything while they were at camp, which was nice. So she's got a lot of intel.
Because Justin thinks it's gorgeous. Justin thinks it too.
Oh yeah, no, he 100% does.
Yeah.
He does.
And they're
But I
gonna
also-
expect us to vote for
So
Forrest.
I'm gonna tell you, I took out Katie because she was.
That's what we heard from Becky.
Toby is our potential swing, you know?
My
if
thing
we
is that
need-
he's the head. Him and Katie were the head of the alliance.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I just picture it to be someone else. But
No, anytime I want anything, they find Toby.
That's not how he's presenting, so.
What happens if Justin wins the next immunity?
You get Forrest, who's also strong.
True. We need to get those 3 out. Bing, bang, boom.
Yeah.
Because then that just leaves the 2 girls.
Yeah. And I don't think they'll win everything back to back.
No.
I think the pecking order is 1, 2, 3.
I did try to talk to Justin a little bit, and he says that no one's talking to him.
I sat down next to him and tried to talk to him, and he just shut me down. So
He was like that.
And everybody that I've talked to, with the exception of Forrest, has been like that in that tribe, and Becky.
I think it's stupid for us to vote out one of the guys, and I feel like,
and they're not
I feel like she's petitioning too much to not vote out Justin. What we would like to do, because we've been throwing Justin and Forrest's name around, and they kind of have a group idol they found it in the beginning. We were thinking of writing Toby's name down so that if they do give Justin the idol, it won't matter, and they'll still get Toby home rather than whoever they put down. So we need to slip the wrong name.
Justin thinks it's him.
Justin thinks it's him.
He's the one who's learned the most things.
Yeah, that would be the obvious one.
So if they ask and they have that, I really don't really know, but Justin's probably looking like it.
That was our original intent, so it'll be an easy one to pass off.
It's an easy vote right now. We just all need to stay together.
Yeah.
I think we are. We always said blue strong, and trust me, after that,
Yeah, I'm gonna be
fucking
blue
fun. I'm for that.
Yeah.
For an easy one tonight? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm tired of being stressed in there.
I can, because me and Becky just talked for a while, I could slip to her the wrong name.
That's what I was thinking.
If you could slip
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we just need Cam.
Cam.
I think he's pretty strong.
Yeah, for sure.
So if we go with this vote and we do whoever, we give whoever it is, we give the wrong name to them. We just have to make sure.
This might screw me over, but I am going to tell her the fake name, that it is Justin, because I don't want them to play 901 Dobie.
I could go talk to Brandon or something and be like, hey, we're definitely putting him back or something, and then I'll send a lot of
The vote was for
Right, but that's because
they
want me to not play my idol.
Right. Or they think you won't play on. Or they want Tony to throw his votes more in.
He won't. He's so loyal.
No, he's so... I just talked to him too. No, I'm not either.
I've made a pact with Forrest and Emily. Take the final 3.
I feel comfortable with you, Forrest, and Toby, because we actually had really decent conversations. It's just if I do ride with you,
You want to be in the bunch.
I want to be at least, top 4.
It would be foolish. We need to get through a vote.
Right.
I can't even believe if we don't do this for
Right,
one
it would
vote.
be ridiculous.
We would be the dumbest
Seriously.
people in the world right now.
Honestly, I'm kind of feeling like I want to flip right now. And is it time for me to make that move? I don't know. You want to stay blue strong?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm 100% for sure. Yeah.
Right now, for this vote.
I mean,
For this vote.
yeah. Are you thinking not after?
I don't know. I think we'd be dumb to not to this vote.
No.
No, I would
agree.
love to make it to all 6 blue.
I want a blue to win. So
I do too.
Yeah. I like our group, so...
I agree.
So,
No, I'm cool with that. It's just going to be hard at the end. Just to win challenges.
Yeah.
It's a couple of them, but...
Yeah.
I'm in with Cameron. I mean, I'm not voting him out.
No.
The only person I'm worried about their loyalty. I'm worried about her. I'm worried that she's playing us so that I won't bring my idol.
Yeah.
Just so that everybody's clear, I have no idea where we're going with this plan and stuff. I'm not gonna be able to follow it, so somebody's gonna have to remind me. Okay, this is what we're doing. Okay.
As of
If
right
that's a
now.
change,
If it changes, it'll be Jeff. So today's tribal council is going to be interesting. All the tribes are merging back together, and they've spent a lot of time with members of the former tribes, and been mixed and talking strategy, so it's kind of hard to figure out where everyone is, who's allies now. But I think that Old Skiddard is strong, and the reason I think that is the whole tribe unanimously agreed to give me this guy, which I'll be playing tonight as we try and take out Jasmine and her posse.
All right, come on in, guys. All right, welcome to Tribal Council. Congratulations, Cameron, on your individual immunity. You are immune from this vote. So it seems like we still have some pretty obvious Skidder and Lombard alliances. Brandon, do you see any chance of those kind of mixing up and swapping?
You never know. Like, there were so many side conversations going on without, like, just blue and just red. So, like, this game, I think, is up in the air for sure.
What about you, Toby?
I think it's pretty much Skiddard and Lombard. Somehow we got to find a way to flip numbers, and I don't know how we're going to do it.
Still? Even after the time you spent strategizing, you don't know how it's going to happen?
I'm not sure. I don't know how we're going to do it.
Okay. Tony, what do you think? Do you think that there's going to be people swapping and flipping from their original tribes?
I think that could be possible if someone thinks they're like an outcast. They either want to pick one side or go to the other.
Okay. Forrest, if somebody on the Skidder tribe decides to swap and be on Lombard, what kind of position do you think they're going to be in there?
Well, that would depend on the perception of the way that they came to that tribe. Either the people would look at that as a showing that they were trying to show loyalty to them, or they would look at that as, well, if you'd cut the throat of your own team, why would we trust you? So that's really a toss-up, and it all depends on the perspective of the tribe that you'd be moving to.
Emily, how would you perceive it if somebody from the Lombard tribe swapped and came over to you? What kind of spot would they be in?
I would welcome you all with open arms. Fantastic.
What about you, Jess? If somebody swapped from the Skidder tribe to come over to help you guys, how would you feel about that?
I'm not sure if I'd be as welcoming, but I would probably make an effort. I'd probably really see what they have and if they genuinely need it and really consider that.
So another way that this tribe could kind of split up or make alliances is males versus females. Has that been any consideration, Justin?
Not until now. I hadn't really thought about it. I don't know. I feel like the tribes are just, really bonded with, their former tribe mates, and I feel like that's where we're at right now.
Cameron, who do you feel tight with right now?
I think the people that I feel tight with are going to know that I'm tight with them after this vote.
Justin.
Yes.
Has there been any talk about idols?
We know that somebody on the Lombard tribe supposedly has an idol. I don't know what her plan is to do with that idol.
Can you tell us who it is?
Jasmine.
Does anybody else on Skidder have anything to say about that? Or anybody else in general?
Our whole team saw her pick it up.
There was no hiding it.
Not from our team.
There was no hiding it.
Not from our team.
That's what I mean.
Alright.
So you have it?
What?
You
I
have it?
had it.
Oh. Who'd you give it to?
Can I tell you that?
Okay. Good job.
Yeah, that's for her.
So Tony, do you think that there's a chance that we're going to see an idol play today at Tribal?
I highly think that there's going to be auto play, just given how everyone thinks there's a side and a side. I think we're going to see an idol today.
Is there anybody here who feels like they're at the bottom?
I feel very vulnerable. I think I'm not going to lie. Yeah. I think I'm at the bottom.
I mean, I feel like I'm at the bottom because we don't have numbers.
Exactly.
That's
I think this travel is gonna.
I think the
say a
Skitter
lot.
tribe feels like we're at the bottom.
Did you really just raise your hand that you feel like you're at the bottom?
I don't think I'm going to go home tonight
Yeah.
because of this, but
That wasn't
I definitely
the
don't
question.
feel long-term safe in this game either.
If you are fine with it, raise your hand if you've heard your name thrown out today. Or you've heard that somebody has said your name.
I've talked about myself being the vote.
Yeah, that's exactly.
If we're going that way.
Yeah.
Speaking of idols, though, since we're throwing it out there, we all know that Red has a floating idol as well.
Do you know where it is?
No idea. I'm sure it's in someone's possession right now. I have no idea who has it.
Do you think it's gonna get played tonight?
Maybe. Might be in their best interest. Since it's 6-5.
All right, let's vote. Justin, you're up.
My entire last confessional was like that. How are you? Lucky.
So obvious on the swing vote. I'm basing this on who has better connection, what two sides are talking to me the most, and so this is strictly to get farther in this game.
I feel like I'm walking to the graveyard right now, you guys.
It doesn't screw on.
I think I do that every single time. Thank you. Oh my god, I can't do this. That's not gonna be good, right?
One more left.
I'll go tally the votes. All right, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Justin will not count. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Emily. Tony. One vote Emily, one vote Tony. Emily, that's 2 votes Emily, 1 vote Tony. Tony, that's 2 votes Emily, 2 votes Tony. Emily, that's 3 votes Emily, 2 votes Tony. Tony, that's 3 votes Tony, 3 votes Emily. Emily, that's 4 votes Emily, 3 votes Tony. Tony, that's 4 votes Emily, 4 votes Tony. Emily, that's 5 votes Emily, 4 votes Tony. Tony, That's 5 votes Emily, 5 votes Tony. The 8th person voted out and the first member of our jury is Emily.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
You guys suck. Oh, I'm in the jury?
Yes.
Okay.
You can grab your torch.
I think that's mine. You got yours.
The tribe has spoken. The tribe has spoken.
Thank you.
I'll take this. You just head over there. Oh, wait. Yeah.
This is simply a numbers game, and red needs the numbers, so we're running for you. Nothing personal, just don't know you very well. That's it.
Tony, I hope we gained this right. Sorry, no hard feelings.
I've been told by the people on my team that we're voting for Tony. I'm sorry, man. Like I told you, I'd really like to see you stay in this. But if you're the one that goes, it's been awesome playing with you. Thank you very much.
Tony, nice getting to know you. Only to get numbers back on our side, since I'm pretty sure you wouldn't flip with us. Thank God I have this around my neck. We think an idol's being played, so we're going with the wild card pick here instead of the more obvious Justin or Toby.
I'm voting Emily. Pretty sure it's probably me. Tried to do other things, but it didn't work. So we'll see.
I didn't want to do this. I tried to get the foot off with you.
Today I'm voting for Emily. Hope this works out. Hope I'm not being blindsided.
Should be what the blue team's going with, and since they should have numbers, it should be.
I'm not about to screw over my tribe. I'll let us be Lombard strong. Emily, sorry, you're a strong person. Time for you to go.